And I'm alive. Thank the Lord. Okay. I'll just sit here and see if anybody notices I'm on. I got to where I don't know if I want to go live or not. I meant to a couple of times, but I ended up falling asleep like I'm about to now. It's been rough here lately.
It's been
Well, hello there, Eric. Hope you have some warmer weather. Melinda, hey. Y'all doing okay? I don't know how long I'll be here. I'm struggling to stay struggling to stay awake. Oh. I found out the slower your heart beats, the sleepier you get. All I gotta do is sit down and I go to sleep. It's I've been getting all these. Neil Neil didn't the last time, if I remember correct, Eric. The last time Neil didn't notify you. Hey, there's Tina. And he said something about it right at the last. That was when I was getting ready to close. Let's see. Yeah, yeah. Everything I do right now, I'll be honest with you. Everything I do, I have to push myself to do it. Hey, Brian. There's Brian. There's Neil. I figured nobody can see me sneak in here. To be honest with you, y'all on the ball. Oh man, Sue showed up. There's Sue. How you doing? It's I'm hanging in there, Brian. All I got to do is stop and take a deep breath, and I go right to sleep. I'm Yeah, when I start getting sleepy, I get swimmy headed and everything else. So, yeah, I hear y'all going back to the island here pretty soon. Oh, well, at least it's starting to ease up. I'm glad of that. I'm I don't think so, Neil. It everything is a challenge right now. Has been for a few weeks. Yeah, yeah. We're gonna. Melinda, she says it's eased off a little bit, so we're gonna pray it goes away completely, and don't come back. You know. You know. Well, I'll tell you this. Uploaded my. I just uploaded my video day before yesterday. I just after the storm that night before last, and uh, I was up and down, and I just couldn't stay awake. And then that day it was so cold, and last night it was so cold, and I mean, and today I was out there in a short sleeve shirt until late afternoon, uh, and I went out and I had to put my hoodie on in order to be out there. Mm. Brian, you gonna go camp out on the island? And mm, camp out on the island. He'll be sleeping with the goats. There you go. I don't think I could sleep outside. Not anymore. I remember those long weeks of Boy Scout camp. It was one year we decided to have it closer to home, and I was like tickled to death. I was like, "That's close enough. I can go home every night." I don't think the boat will hold my camper. Oh, she should have done some videos of the babies. Got some baby goats and put them out there. That camper weighs 6,000 pounds. I don't think that's going to work. I haven't seen none, Brian. I haven't seen any. Yeah, I hear you. We used to do it all the time. And once a year, we take the Boy Scouts to, well, I mean, but they took them camping and stuff several times throughout the years. But once a year, we went to Boy Scout camp up at the Scout place up in the mountains. And uh, it's nothing like it used to be. Now, they've got all kinds of uh, facilities and all that kind of stuff. But you been outside. But the only problem is now, if I think if I crawled into a tent, I could crawl back out the next morning, but I wouldn't be able to get up. I'd be stuck on the ground. it's I was I was thinking oh I done forgot their name now. The name of the channel. I see now. I know it just as well as I know my own name, and I can't remember it neither. Uh, Zoe and them. I thought Zoe and them was going live. This is Thursday, right? Don't they go? Don't they normally go live at 8 Eastern time? I was trying to stay awake, catch them, well, but then after 8 o'clock rolled by, I was like, I done fought this, and stood up and walked around and everything else to try to stay awake. And then the Chestnut Hills, correct? Thank you. Uh, and then they didn't go live. I said, was that it? Maybe they didn't. I don't know. Maybe they don't. Uh, yeah, exactly. Oh, I can get to the floor real easy. I mean, I've proven that myself. Uh, well, I might have to go out there with you when I'm up to it, Brian. I mean, I'm still making videos, but I'm very Tammy. I'm very It's not. Let's just say you don't see all the time I rest. I went down there today and wasn't down there but 5 minutes. I had something on my mind to do, and 5 minutes into it, I was like, nope, I gotta go back to the house. Yeah, somebody's getting ready for work. I'm almost afraid to get too far away from the house because I don't want to have to pull over and go to sleep on the side of the road. that's, I got to laugh about it, but it's basically getting true. Yeah, it has nothing to do with my age. At 35, it's not hard at all. But gravity is getting stronger, I think. Well, look who else popped. Look at that. Look who's that right there. I never seen that before. Who's that person? Hmm. These strange people popping in here now. They're even apologizing for being late. You ain't got to apologize. You didn't know I was going to be here. It's good to see you. Well, it looks like Melinda knows who she is. We will come get you in the boat. Okay, float right on up here to the house. If Scott leaves the water running in the barn again, you might be able to just do that. Oh, how's the waves, Eric? Are the waves water warm? Is the water warming up? I should say. You didn't see Eric. That's what it was. He was hiding in the sidelines there. I was talking about the waves in the water, Neil. Oh, you can see all the way across the. You can see all the way across the Gulf of America over to the Gulf of Mexico, can't you? Oh, well, look who's there. It's the Grounds family farm. Yep, that's good to see you. It's been a while, ain't it? Yep. Because I've been falling asleep. All I got to do is stop and I'm asleep. Okay. Yeah, Brian, be careful there. Kevin's here. uh, oh, you don't have to watch her video. I can tell you about it. You see, she starts out on the riding the cart. No, I ain't gonna tell you. Oh me. But we had some pretty bad weather. Kevin, did y'all have bad weather up there? Yeah, well they'll have to cut it down some, Neil, but it's gonna be in some of his openings. There was more damage to the south of us here than here, but we had some. I tell you what, I went and got a loaf of bread It was dark, and I was saying, "Well, okay, let me do something." I was trying to stay awake, and I said, "Oh, let me go get a loaf of bread." And on the way back, there was a tree truck. I heard the chainsaws and the pulse of the big boom thing, and flashing lights, and uh, they were sitting in the one lane of the road, and I slowed way down to go, to go by them, and I just crawled on by them. But and it's a good thing because just as I got past them, there's this guy they've got out there holding a stop sign and the stop and go sign, and he's wearing all black in the dark. I didn't see him until I was on top of him. I'm like, where's his reflective vest or something? I couldn't believe they had somebody out there guiding traffic with all those flashing lights on the truck and everything, and you can't see somebody in the dark. And, uh, I remember back in the day, you didn't do something like that. You didn't. You had to wear a vest if you were going to be out there doing something like that. I don't know, Brian. We'll have to wait and see. Uh, if I can get my heartbeat to stay up instead of dropping down so much. I don't think you want me out there with it with a low. I get to where I can't do nothing. Might have flashing lights out there wherever we're at. So Scott said something about, or was it Peter? One of them said something about calling an ambulance the other night, and I said, "Cool. Do you need us to call you an ambulance?" That's the last thing I want up here. I don't want to see no ambulance come up this driveway. Yeah, they'll have to cut it down in order to make it because it's over 3 minutes, I think, to make it an intro. Wind, yeah, the wind. I mean, day before yesterday, that night, the next day, the wind had calmed down some, but we still been having some high. I was having some more high winds, and last night, it was freezing, but it said it felt 10 degrees colder than that. That was, I forget what it was, but it actually felt like it was in the 20s. And look, Darby, no, I couldn't believe the guy standing out there in the road with nothing but black on, and he was a little ways past where they were at, and just about the time I cleared all the flashing lights and everything, and the little cones, I'm like, whoa, there he stood. I'm like, and there's no shoulder to these roads. I mean, the ditch or in the road. No, that's not smart at all. 57 miles an hour. Yeah. And they hit 70. Mm. Don't know, Brian. Other than you know, my last trip to when they put me to sleep, was it week before last? It dropped. they wouldn't even let me leave the hospital because I almost went cardiac arrest on them. It dropped down below 50 into the 40s. And yeah, but they sure had that boy standing out there. Might need to go slap me. I don't know. You know, I was going to go out through Arkansas, but I was going to stop by my vacation house, but it don't look like there's enough room to put my chair in there now. I want to tell you. No, I don't. I don't have a pacemaker. I've got one valve blocked that's 60% blocked, but he don't want to do nothing because he's worried about me having a brain bleed because of my brain tumor. It's just unless it becomes necessary. I had to walk around with his cell phone number in my pocket. He said, "Got to carry my phone number." I kick back in the hay. Yeah. The hay don't bother me. I can't even barely keep up with somebody walking. Everybody around here outwalks me. They walk faster than I do. Now Scott always has. Scott's just long legged. That's all. He just. But it don't take nothing for the wind to blow him away. We had some straight line winds one time, and he was down around the high tunnel, down in that area down there. And my son was sitting in the house here, and them high winds, the door wasn't wasn't closed good, and the wind blew through, and the door flew open, and it hit him, and he was like, "Daddy." We went out the back door. Scott started heading, trying to make it towards the house, and he got blowed. The wind blowed him down down there in the yard, and we didn't know what was going to happen. I told Michael, I said, "Come on," and we went out the back door. That was right shortly after that big back several years ago. I forget what year it was. That the tornado tore up Ringo so bad. It went right across the ridge here, right across, and went right on over there and went hit the town of Ringo. And I'm missing. There's more news about the rabbit in my video that came out tonight. You know, that dirty rabbit. I got to run, but all right, take care. God bless. Good to see you, Brian. But yeah, Scott got blowed. The wind literally just blowed him down. The wind was going this way, and he was coming this way, and he was. All he had to do was stand sideways. Scott is nothing but a rail. If he stood sideways, it would have cut cut it both sides. There's Meg. Hey, there's Meg. I'm running behind. He missed it too. Oh. Meg, let's see. Your video ended for Sunday. I think she videoed through Sunday. Did you get them lights are going on that other stand and got things going over there yet? Said she was going to unplug that bottom one. Didn't have nothing down there. Well, she had a pretty sunrise and a pretty sunset at the end of it. Is that rabbit still running loose? That is the question. The answer to that is in my video tonight, the one that just went out a little bit ago. That rabbit, yeah, that dirty little rabbit. It's I've got an antique, which is my papa's double barrel, 12 gauge, and curly, got the curly, everything's curly on the triggers and everything. I told Scott I was going. I need to get it out and let him walk around there like he's going for that rabbit. He could play the role of Elmer Fudd. Yeah, well, her last video had some. She captured the sunset at the end of the day real good. Yeah, Elmer Fudd style. Yep. That's this weekend, Neil, here. And we change our time Sunday. Yours is like a week or two later, ain't it? I think. It's not on video, but I tried myself to catch that rabbit just before I came in the house. I came back, I went and got the bread and came back, and I looked over there, and there was a little white fuzz ball. uh, so, but yeah, without watching the video, I'll tell you that we have not caught that rabbit. But Scott tried today, and I videoed it. I played a little bit of trying to block or make it go the other way type thing, and he did all the getting down and chasing and all that stuff. I'm going to have to get a throw net. That's what I need. So, because there was several times it was out in the open, but you just couldn't get close enough to it. But if I'd had a throw net, we could have got it then. Howdy, Christina. What you doing, girl? Brian was here a little bit ago. Yep. Yeah. Yep. That's why we were looking for a video on them babies now. Yeah, Peggy, I'm hoping it don't neither. Because that rabbit's fat and juicy. That's one of them eating rabbits. It's staying pretty close to the house here. It's staying under the shed. Uh, but it gets out now. We were coming back from the barn, down from like the area from the high tunnel, coming back, and Scott goes over the other end of the guinea pen, up of the Magnificent Seven pen. He goes, "Is that a rabbit?" I said, "I don't know. I can't see that far, Scott. I ain't got my glasses on. I don't know if it is or not." And I pretty much decided it wasn't. He goes, "Yeah, it is. It's a rabbit. It's the rabbit." So he says, "Let me go get the net." And the chase was on. That's all I can say. They might have the design on them somewhere, Neil. Yeah, I mean, it's a big rabbit. It looked good like a turkey on a plate. There's goat taste items. No, it's not like chicken. Uh, I don't know how to describe it really. I just know if you don't if you don't prepare it right, it's like leather. Years and years and years ago, just the other day, uh, we we tried fixing our own goat or grilling it outside, and let's see, I think Peter was pregnant with Daniel, and we couldn't eat it. I mean, we couldn't. You couldn't chew it. It was tough. Well, we did it wrong. That's what was wrong. We didn't do it right, and we learned the hard way. And we were sitting out there by the fire, going, "Ain't nobody can eat. Ain't gonna be able to eat this." And I be doggone. Now, Peter's a human garbage can, but she came out there. Yeah, go ahead and try it. And she just pigged down on it, goaded down on it, I should say. And she was eating it. Scott and I were looking at each other like, she's not having no problems eating that. Ground's going live in 30 minutes. Oh, good. 'Cause I couldn't stay on here very much longer anyway. I want to tell you, I'm struggling. I wish he had said something when he was in here. Never. That's who usually goes live on Thursday. Yeah. Well, okay. So I was struggling for nothing there for a while. Yeah, she could. She was, but it was tough. I'm talking about you know leather, but bless her heart, she can eat anything. And out, I'd be scared to go up against her on an eating contest because she's the kind of person that can say, "I can't eat another bite. I don't think I could eat another bite." And then you go, "Well, I've got this," and it's, "Oh, let me try some of that." That's that, that's Peter for you. I don't think it had anything to do with how many teeth you had. It had something to do with. I mean, she had some sharper teeth than we did. As long as she, uh, I don't know why she don't weigh 500 pounds. I mean, she she can put some food away. She eats all day, or at the fruit stand. She used to sit up there. Every time you went in the door, she was eating something. And people, customers, even uh, got to recognizing it. Oh, done caught you eating again. And like she'd always say, that's not hard to do. That's easy to catch her eating. My doctor said I should. Well, quick update. This coming Saturday, day after tomorrow, be 2 weeks. I haven't had a Lipton Georgia peach tea. Maybe that's what's wrong with me. Uh, I've thought about it a few times, and then I go, nah. It's just to prove a point to myself more than anything. Oh, well, she's the same way, but it don't have to be chocolate. But she's happier with chocolate. I haven't mixed nothing in no water or anything. I just been drinking a lot of water. I did get me a drink today, uh, with ice in it. Let's see. I've had two in the past 2 weeks, which I don't drink that often, and didn't drink it all anyway. No, I'm still drinking Gatorade, but I've only let's see. This past Saturday I had one left in the refrigerator, and I bought that 8 pack and I think I've got three still, three and a half. I got about a half one sitting in the door there. I've still got about three and a half of that still left. The rest of it's been water. But I I might it might turn out I might end up just go to strictly water for a while. Uh, and I thought about trying some coffee, some black coffee, but I don't like coffee. I don't like the taste of coffee, and I didn't want to waste no money uh, buying a big bag of coffee or a can of coffee or whatever. So I happened to be in a store and there was this little thing here about instant coffee, but it was little packages where you just put the package in there and put the hot water in it. And I bought it. It was $1.25, Folgers. I haven't tried one yet. Hadn't even opened it, but I bought that last week sometime. Sounds good. Sounds good. I like your breakfast, Meg. I like your breakfast. I'll bring the eggs. You fixed all the rest of it. uh, nah, I'm not much of that. Same way with ice cream. I don't like what is it, sherbet ice cream and stuff. This other whatever it is supposed to be like a form of ice cream. Uh, I don't like them neither. It's got it's gonna be real ice cream or it ain't gonna be none at all. I like Folgers over the other brands. I'm pretty sure that was Folgers. Let me look. No. Yeah, Folgers Classic Roast. But they little sleeves. They're in little sleeves and just one per cup. And there's 7 of them in there. I just hadn't even opened it yet. I might get around to it. Yeah. But what was it? I done forgot now. Pork chops. Make breakfast with no eggs. It was 2 different kinds of meats. Uh, but yeah, it looked good to me. I was ready to eat. Yeah, pork chops, bacon, and ham. Yeah. Uh, I was sitting there and trying to watch it because I was waiting for the sunset, and all of a sudden she said something about pork chops, and I was like, "What? Pork chops?" Yeah, a little bit with your cream and sugar. Pork chop, bacon, and ham might be. Pork chops and applesauce. I guess they're gonna. I guess they're gonna try to raise some pigs. Try to find the old hog to put with them, because the one they got's already in the already been fixed to where he can he'll make a lot of good bacon. That Splenda ain't good for you. I just I don't know. Well, I've had breakfast brought to me, and if she sees this video, I've told her many times, but thank you, thank you, thank you. But whenever I'm able to get up every day, when I do get up and get to moving, I come in here and my breakfast is sitting on the stove. Peter's been fixing breakfast for a couple of weeks now, and putting it on, putting it on the stove, and I wake up to a breakfast. Don't have to try to fix anything. Uh, I set it in the microwave for 30 seconds, and I'm ready to eat. I said this morning there was pancakes, hash browns, and eggs. Uh, yeah. Yeah. That and a sweet and low. Neither one of them are good for you. Hmm. The big barn they're building, that's highly possible. Got some of that because it's got an open top still on it. Them walls, if it catches inside them walls, the wind push it right, pull it right off. I ask her if she wants to come visit. Yeah, I told her. I said I said you don't have to do that. She goes, I like doing it. So okay. So ever since the what was it Friday before last when I went over to the hospital last time. I think that's right. Ever since then, she's had breakfast sitting on. She just comes in, sets it on the stove there, and leaves. I don't wake me up. I don't hear her come in or hear her go out or anything. But I'm ready to take a trip and go to Meg's and just take a couple dozen eggs with me when I go. Yeah, I say if it got damaged, it would be at the bottom of it or at the top of it. Pulled loose. If I had to guess. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that he's talking about the barn that they're building, the tin barn. Yeah, where he put that hay under that piece of tin, extra hay square bales that he had that day. Let's see, what time are they going live? And 8:30. Did somebody say 30 minutes a while ago? Is it Are they ever? Did they advertise it? I don't see. I don't have no. I don't have nothing on it. 8:30. Okay. See, I don't have no notifications at all about it. Well, that's 10 minutes. 8:30 their time. That's 10 minutes from now. So I think we might need to get out of here. And I need to get up and walk around the room and chase myself around the table here or something, so I can be in there. I've missed two Eddies. I didn't know they were going to go live. Was it last night or night before? I don't remember. I think it was last night. Could have been. But I didn't know they were. Well, I just refreshed, Neil. And see, I still don't have it. I don't have no notifications. So. Back to 3 hours ago of everything that's happened. 4 hours ago. That's terrible. But anyway. Oh, unless I was the last time I looked. I'll have to check again tonight. Well, last night. Yeah, I was sitting there sound asleep. Uh, yeah, well, I missed them too. I just, Brandon could have called me or texted me or made some kind of racket to try to wake me up. But I don't know. I've been falling asleep so deep, it's pitiful. But I'm glad to see all y'all. Hope everybody's doing well. Uh, Peggy didn't get one either. See, uh, after grounds goes off or whenever you got to go. You got to go check. You got to go check this dude out right here. Well, where's he at? Right there. Right there. That little fella right there. Right there. Yeah. Oh, Hoppy. You too, wouldn't. All right. Yeah, same here. 9:30 here too. God bless. Thank y'all for dropping in. Uh, it's almost like y'all waiting on me or something. I figure nobody. Sometimes I go early. I go like nobody will be expecting me here this early. I probably won't see very many people, but then I always do. Y'all are always there. I know all of you not, but all the time. But You have a good night at work. God bless everybody. We'll see you. Behave yourself, Neil. I'm looking for the end button. There it is. Good night.